Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So today we will discuss about types of communication. The first one is verbal communication. Let's see. Now I would like to explain about verbal communication. Verbal communication is using spoken or written words to share message, ideas and information. It is one of the main ways for us to connect with others. We use it every single day, like talking to our friends, joining class discussion, giving presentations and sending message. So let's see an example. Okay, so now can anyone explain to me the last chapter that we have learned?
Me. Okay, verbal communication simply means using spoken or written words to convey message. It's one of the most common ways we interact with others every day.
Okay, good Aisha. So how about the others?
Hey Aisha! You are in Japan. No, see. I just come back yesterday. Oh, I see. So what your experience in Japan? So good.
Verbal communication helps us to express our thoughts and feelings clearly. When our message is clear, people can understand us better and it can reduce misunderstanding. It also helps us to build confidence and improve relationship. By speaking and listening well, we can share ideas and work as a team better. So we hope you guys understand about the verbal communication. Now let's take a look to another types of communication, which is non-verbal communication.
Non-verbal communication means sharing message without using words. Instead, we use body language, facial expression, gesture, posture, and even eye contact to express feelings. For example, a smile can show friendliness, while a crossed arm might show that someone is uncomfortable. For example, let's see. This type of communication is important because it helps others understand our emotion and attitude. However, we also need to be careful. Different cultures may interpret gestures differently. In short, non-verbal communication adds meaning to our words and help us understand people better, even when they are silent.
So we hope you guys get it. So now let's take a look to another types of communication, which is written communication.
Okay, so written communication is very important because it provides a permanent record of information. Unlike spoken words that can be forgotten, written message can be stored, read and refer back to later. It also helps to avoid misunderstanding since the message can be carefully planned and reviewed before sending. So let's see the example of written communication. So now he is sketching during his free time. And okay, so let's see another example. Like he is chatting with his friends. Okay, so written communication simply means sharing information through written symbols such as letters, emails, and report and message, or even social media posts. It's one of the most common ways people exchange information in both personal and professional things.
Furthermore, let's take a look to another types of communication, which is visual communication.
Visual communication means using image, color, symbol or videos to share message. It's everywhere from poster, infographic and sign to PowerPoint, slide and advertisement. For example, people often understand visual faster than words. For example, a non-smoking sign doesn't need my explanation as the image say it all. Visual communication is also very effective in education. Colorful charts, diagram, picture help students understand, remember information later. However, visual should be simple and clear. Too many colors, pictures to confuse the audience. So, visual make communication more interesting, creative and easier to understand.
last but not least, let's hear about digital and electronic communication.
Okay. So digital communication is when we use technology to share information. For example, we use messaging apps like WhatsApp, Telegram, and social media platforms such as Instagram or TikTok. So it can help us communicate with anyone, anytime, and everywhere. Hi! Hi! Hello!
Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Welcome to our panel discussion on how different types of communication impact our daily life. Communication is something we use every single day. Whether we are talking with friends, sending a text, or even sharing a post online. But communication is not just about talking, it comes in many different forms. Today we will be discussing 5 main types of communication: verbal, non-verbal, written, digital, and electronic, and also visual communication. Let's begin with the first type, verbal communication, which I will be explaining. Verbal communication is one of the most common ways we share our thoughts and ideas. It involves using spoken or written words to send message. For example, talking to friends, giving presentation, or even answering in class. The way we speak, our tone of voice, and our word choice all play a big role in how others understand us. Good verbal communication helps us express ourselves clearly and avoid misunderstanding. So that's all from verbal communication. So next, now that we will talk about, let's move to something that doesn't always need words, which is nonverbal communication. Panelist 1, could you tell us more about that?
Okay, for non-verbal communication, which basically means how we send message without words, like through facial expressions, gesture, and tone. In our everyday routines, we use non-verbal communication all the time without even noticing. For example, when we are busy at school or work, a simple nod, smile, or hand wave can replace a whole sentence. At home, we might be more relaxed, showing comfort through our posture or facial expression. Technology also changed how we communicate non-verbally. Since we chat more online, we use emojis or reaction to show feelings instead of body language. It's interesting how even in texting, we still try to express emotions non-verbally. So overall, non-verbal communication is deeply connected to our daily life. Understanding this can help us communicate more effectively and build better relationship every day. Thank you.
Thank you, panelist 2. Written communication is when we share information through writing, like letters, text message, emails, or reports. So exactly what we write can leave a lasting impression, right? So that's a great point, Arms. Sometimes body language really says it all. Now let's move on to written communication. Panelist 2, you may continue.
Thank you. Written communication is when we share information through writing, like letters, text message, emails, or reports. It's useful because it allows us to think carefully before sending a message, and it's also great for keeping records. As students, we use writing communication every single day, like for assignment, group reports, and even chatting online. But we have to be careful with what we write, because once something is written, it can be taken back. That's why clarify and politeness are really important. That's all.
Exactly, panelist 2. So what we write can leave a lasting impression. Now let's talk about something we all use every single day, which is digital and electronic communication.
Yes, digital and electronic communication include all the way we connect through technology, like social media, video calls, messaging apps, or email. It's fast, convenient, and help us stay connected with people anywhere in the world. But it also has challenges such as message can be misunderstood or misused online. That's why we should always be careful and respectful when communicating digitally. What we post or send online represent who we are. Thank you.
That's very true, Panelist 3. So being responsible online is so important for us. Finally, let's talk about visual communication. Panelist 4, please share your thoughts.
Okay, thank you, moderator. Visual communication use image, symbol or video to deliver message. We see it everywhere. Advertisement, posters, presentation and even emojis. It's powerful because visual can grab attention and make message easier to understand and remember. For example, a simple logo can represent a whole company, or an infographic can explain something complex in few seconds. So, visual communication makes information more engaging and effective. Thank you, moderator.
Thank you to all our panelists for your great insight. From today's discussion, we've learned that communication is not just about talking, it's about connecting in many different ways. Whether it's verbal, non-verbal, written, digital, and also visual, each type plays an important role in helping us share ideas, emotion, and also information effectively. So to communicate well, we should use all these forms wisely and respectfully. Thank you.